This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The following presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Well, good afternoon and welcome to Shelton Fastpitch Field on the campus of Shelton High School in Shelton, Washington. Today, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of high school spring sports with non-conference fast-pitch softball featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the Bremerton Knights. My name is Diedrich Allen, and joining me for this broadcast is Jerry Apple.
Hi, Diedrich.
Hi, Jerry. Shelton is coming off a 13-6 season opening loss at North Mason Friday, and this is the Highclimbers' home opener. This is the season opener for Bremerton. Last year, the Knights were 5th in the Olympic League, made the District 3 tournament, winning their first round game over Evergreen of Seattle, but losing to Fife in the second round, which knocked Bremerton out of the tourney. The Knights finished last season with a 7-10 record. Last season, Bremerton beat Shelton 13-3 on March 18th, 2024. The Highclimbers beat the Knights the previous 3 meetings, including 11-1 on March 19th, 2023. Coming up, Jerry, we'll get you the lineups and the batting orders. And, of course, we have the first pitch. It's non-conference fast-pitch softball. The Bremerton Knights at the Shelton Highclimbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
And we are back here at Shelton Fastpitch Field. Diedrich Allen, Jerry Apple, waiting for the first pitch between the Shelton Highclimbers and the Bremerton Knights. Jerry has the batting orders and the lineups.
Thank you, Diedrich. First, for the Bremerton Knights, the visiting team. Leading off, number 1, the center fielder, M. Robinson. Batting second, the right fielder, number 6, Cameron Kroll. Batting third, the shortstop, number 12, Jalea Turner. Batting cleanup for the Knights is the catcher, I got it, Yazana Smith. Batting fifth, number 25, the first baseman, Ramil Cabato. Batting sixth, the pitcher, Peyton Little Raven Oliver. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 13, Maddie Johnson Lagaretta. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 2, Sidney Taylor. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 11, Josina Josiana Rasmussen Wright. And now your starters for the home team, the Shelton Highclimbers under Richard Squire. Leading off will be the pitcher, number 8, Ada Gooley. Batting second, the center fielder, number 7, Cassandra Tyler. Batting third, number 4, the shortstop, Haley Schaffenhauer. Batting cleanup, the right fielder, number 20, Kaylee Ricks. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 16, Marley Graham. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Riley Rowland. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 33, Bailey Plant. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 2, Liv Rasmussen. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 11, Michaela Lee.
All right, thank you, Jerry.
You're welcome.
Only got kind of half the lineup from Bremerton, which is different than what I had. But Jerry said I had everything but one right, which I can't believe that, Jerry. I can't believe I can't believe that. Anyways, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the first pitch between Bremerton and Shelton from Shelton Fastpitch Field on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how. With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Just in time for the first pitch, Jerry.
Yes, and leading off for the Bremerton Knights will be number 1, the center fielder, M. Robinson.
All right, she'll step in. The Knights are wearing their blue uniforms with the yellow sleeves and helmets. Highclimbers in all white. Here's the first pitch from Ada Gooley. Swing and a little line drive right to Schaffenhauer. She just moved over to her left, and that's one away. So one down for the Knights here. One pitch, one out.
And now up is your right fielder, number 6, Cameron Kroll.
Since this is Bremerton's home or opener of the season, we have no information. There's a swing and a miss on the first one. And we apologize, we don't have our graphics just yet. They're en route. I forgot a very critical piece of equipment. Wife is coming with it. Here is the 0-1, just outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on for the Knights here. Top of the first, just underway, her second batter. Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing and a pop-up. Schaffenhauer gets under it. Calling it out, and there's out number 2. So 2 down for the Knights.
So Schaffenhauer makes the first 2 outs. And now up is your third hitter, number 12, Jalea Turner, and she is the shortstop.
So she'll step in for the first pitch from Gooley. Drops in there for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out, nobody on, 2 out. See, I'm just a little off yet. Here's the 1-0. High, ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Just underway here, 2 out, however, for the Bremerton Knights. Non-conference, fast pitch softball for you. Here's the 2-0. just inside, and that's ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
And like I said, she'll probably be taken here because of the count.
Here's the 3-0, and that's a strike. So strike number 1. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Turner. Swinging a ground ball. That's going to be scooped up there by Rowland. Throw over to first base, and Plant will record the out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Knights. Here in the first, we head to the bottom of the frame. No score.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Bottom of the first, no score. Shelton coming up.
Well, Dietrich leading off for the Highclimbers will be the pitcher, number 8, Ada Gooley.
Yeah, and Ada, let's take a look at my little cheat sheet here. Versus North Mason, she was 1 for 3, had a double, scored 2 runs, walked once. She did pitch, but we'll get into that later. And we're still waiting for Little Raven Oliver's last warm-up pitch. And there it is, where Ada's going to step in to lead things off for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the first inning. Again, no score. A lot of chatter. Smith is the catcher for the Knights. Here's the first pitch to Gooley. Just a bit high, ball 1. All right, the wind's coming from behind us, and that's causing me a problem, Jerry.
Yeah, with the
just want to make sure to keep everything dry. Here's the 1-0 to Ada Gooley from Little Raven. There's a ground ball right through the legs of the third baseman, out into left field. Ada will hold up at first base, and there's 1 on, nobody out.
And now up is your second hitter, the center fielder, number 7, Cassandra Tyler.
Yeah, and Cassandra was 1 for 3, hit a triple, batted in a run, scored a couple of runs herself.
She did, yes.
So 1 on, nobody out. And here's the first pitch to Taylor, swing and a miss. And there's strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 on. Ada Gooley over at first base.
And Ada has a lot of speed. Very quick.
Here's the 0-1. Shows bunt. Does Tyler. Runner goes. Throw to second. And they got her trying to steal second. That's 1 out. And nobody on now for the Highclimbers. And Cassandra Tyler will step back in with no balls and 2 strikes. Good attempt.
Yeah, it was a good throw. It was a good throw by the catcher.
Taylor will step back into the box. Settle in, wait for the 0-2 pitch from Little Raven Oliver. That one bounces in for ball 1, so 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tyler. Here's the next pitch on the way. That's a high, ball 2, so the count goes even at 2-2. Again, 1 out, nobody on for Shelton. Bottom of the first, no score. The batter is Cassandra Tyler for Shelton, and the pitcher is Little Raven Oliver. Here is the next pitch on the way. That's going to be ball 3, so the count goes full. Peyton, Little Raven Oliver. That's a mouthful, really, isn't it, Jerry?
I think it's a neat name.
It is a neat name, but it's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful, yeah.
So full count to Cassandra Tyler. Pitch on the way, and that'll put Tyler over at first base. So 1 out, 1 on.
And now up is your third hitter, the shortstop, Haley Schaffenhauer.
And Haley was 0 for 1, but did bat in a run on a sacrifice fly, scored a run, and was hit by a pitch twice.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
So Schaffenhauer will step in, wait for the first pitch. Outside, ball 1. Again, Tyler over at first base. 1 out, 1 on, and a 1-0.
And Haley was a very consistent hitter last year, a good hitter overall.
So here's the 1-0. Outside, ball 2, so 2-0 to Schaffenhauer. Again, 1 out, 1 on. Cassandra Tyler over at first base for the Climbers. Next pitch on the way. That's still high. And ball 3. Little Raven Oliver thought that catcher Smith was throwing to second base, and she dove down. She did get the ball on the throwback, though. That was interesting.
Interesting to see if she's going to take this pitch or swing away.
There's a strike on the outside corner. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Schaffenhauer. Again, 1 out, 1 on. Cassandra Tyler at first base. Here's the 3-1. And that'll be outside, and that'll be a walk. And Schaffenhauer heads to first base. So runners at first and second for the Highclimbers.
Both by way of a walk. And now up is your cleanup hitter, the right fielder, number 20, Kaylee Ricks. And she pitched yesterday.
Yeah, she did. She at the plate, she was 1 for 4, hit a double, and drove in 2 runs. Here's the first pitch to Ricks, and that's high and out. Gets away from Smith, so the runners will advance. Tyler to second, Schaffenhauer to Tyler from second to third, Schaffenhauer from first to second. Oh man! And it's a 1-0 to Ricks. I'm sorry, Jerry. I have just not gotten into the rhythm yet today or Friday, or maybe I need adversity, more rain. I don't know. Here's the 1-0. Pop up for Ricks. That's playable in foul territory, but it's going to drop in foul.
Nice try by the right fielder.
Oh, that's Kroll.
Cameron Cole.
Kroll couldn't quite get to it. Drops in as a foul, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Ricks. Kaylee will step back in. 2 on, 1 out. Runners at second and third for Shelton. Here's the pitch on the way. Fly ball. It's going to stay fair. Drop in for a base hit. Here comes 1 to score Tyler. Here comes Schaffenhauer. Makes it 2-0, and there's a 2 RBI double for Kaylee Ricks, and it's 2-0 Shelton. I just noticed to put the guest up here on this. The score on the guest scoreboard. But
solid hit down the line.
Yeah, right in the gap there.
Yeah. Now up is the third baseman, number 13, Marley Graham.
Yeah, unfortunately, Marley was 0 for 3, but I do have her down for an RBI.
I think you sacrifice fly.
Yeah. First pitch to Marley's a strike. So 1 out, 2 in, 1 on for the Highclimbers. 2-0 is the lead. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the next pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball right up the middle. Gets into center field. Ricks is going to hold up at third base, and Graham holds up at first. So runners at the corners.
Yeah, 3 hits in this inning for the Highclimbers. And now up is second baseman, number 43, Riley Rowland.
Riley was 0 for 3. He did walk once against North Mason on Friday. She'll step in. Runners at the corners. 1 out, 2 in. For Shelton, they're up 2-0. Here's the first pitch to Rowland. Ooh, that inside, and Graham's going to motor over from first to second. So 2 runners in scoring position for Shelton. Oh, they say they did hit her. So bases are loaded as Rowland will head to first base. Here's Bailey Plant, Jerry.
Yeah, Bailey's first baseman, number 33.
Well, she was 0 for 3, but did score a run.
Okay, Good.
Infield comes into the pitching circle to talk things over with Peyton Little Raven Oliver.
Yeah, just get her to relax a little bit.
Yeah, first inning, first game.
Sure.
2 runs in, three runners on, 1 out. But any base records an out, so maybe that's really the discussion, Jerry. Just touch your base.
Exactly.
And you get an out. Throw the ball to the next person. Double them up, get out of the inning. So
That
Smith,
was a good timeout there for them.
yeah,
Good strategy.
good gathering in this pitching circle. So Plant will step in. Wait for the first pitch. Bases are loaded, 1 out. Pitch on the way to Plant. Swing and a fly up. That's going to hook foul off the first base line, out of play. Way out of play, into the trees. So Plant is behind in the count, 0-1. Again, 1 out. 3 on. Here's the pitch on the way. That's going to be high. Nice grab out of the air by Smith to keep that in front. Keep it in her hand. Gat gets away, and at least 1 run comes in.
She's been
score.
doing a good job behind the plate
Wow.
defensively. You bet.
So 1-1 the count. 1 out. 3 on. 2 in for Shelton. Here's the pitch. A little bit low for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Got in the habit of pushing buttons, Jerry, and I don't have my iPad, so I can't do that right now. Keep looking to do that, and I'm not doing it. Get our graphics up as soon as possible here. The 2-1, that's going to be high. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, 3 on, 2 in.
Let's see if she's going to. I know that she's going to wait for a really good pitch. Might be taking it. Let's see what happens here.
I think it's going to be a strike, but it'd have to be a strike. Ooh. It is going to be a 4th ball, and that'll walk in a run. So 3 runs are in. The bases remain loaded.
And give Bailey Plant an RBI on that.
So Liv Rasmussen is up now, Jerry.
And yes, Liv is up. She's the catcher, number 2.
She was 1 for 2 against North Mason.
Oh, okay.
Another meeting. This time the coach is out there. I think we're going to.
Well,
No, I think they're going to say, okay, Luke.
he's given up.
Right, and now she's got 3 runs in. Well, they finally fixed the scoreboard, Jerry. the runs are on the guest box on the scoreboard when we started. I don't know. Here's something to point out about their scoreboard. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just that wouldn't you think that the Shelton would be on the side where their dugout is? Wouldn't you think that? just saying.
Okay.
Just an observation. All right, so Rasmussen is in there for the first pitch with the bases loaded. 3 in and 1 out. First pitch, that's high for ball 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's been throwing a lot of high pitches.
Well, we have to remind everybody that this is Bremerton's first game.
Yes, exactly. Can't be too critical.
Yeah. Got to figure out her location, and I'm sure she will here today. Here's the next pitch. Just a bit high. A little better that time in location. It says 2 balls,
Yep.
no strikes, 1 out, 3 on, 3 in a 3-0 ball game, bottom of the first inning. Shelton on top. And at bat, Liv Rasmussen waiting for the next pitch. There's a strike on the outside corner. That was a nice pitch, Jerry. Looked good.
Yep.
But from my angle, it looked like it was way outside, but, I'm at a bad angle. Here's the 2-1 to Rasmussen. Pitch on the way, and that's going to be ball 3, so 3-1 to Liv. And Rasmussen will step back in, wait for the next pitch. Again, 3 runners on base. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That'll make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Graham at third, Roland at second, and it is Plant at first. Had to remember.
The runners are going to be on the go here.
Oh, you think, Jerry? With full count?
Yeah.
1 out.
Oh, there was just 1 out, but
Still, you're right. Here's a pitch on the way, swing, and that one's over our heads. And Rasmussen is battling here. Infield playing in, Jerry, looking for a bunt.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Everybody's in.
I think she'll be swinging away because you got a full count. That's not a good idea to bat.
The outfield is
bunt.
playing shallow as well. There is a ball 4, and that'll walk in another run, making it 4-0 as Graham comes in to score.
If it was 3-1 or 3-0, I could see where she would try to lay down a bunt.
Michaela Lee, the catcher, is at bat, Jerry.
Yep.
And Michaela was 0 for 3 against North Mason on Friday. Here's a pitch on the way. That's high for ball 1.
Yeah, Michaela's a left fielder, number 11.
Again, the bases are still loaded.
Yep.
1 out. 4 runs have scored here in the bottom of the first inning for the Highclimbers. They're up 4-0. Here's the next pitch on the way. That one bounces in, making it 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out, 3 on, 4 in.
And they're still looking for that bunt, maybe, or to go to home. You cut the lead runner off.
There's a strike to Lee. So 1-1 the count, 1 out, 3 on. Again, 4 runs have scored here in the bottom of the first. Here's the next pitch on the way. Inside. Ooh, I thought that was a good pitch, Jerry. Umpire says, nope, that's a ball.
It makes sense that they're playing in to,
Keep
throw out
everybody.
that-
Yeah, I get that, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3-1, Jerry. The board says 2-1. Here's a pitch on the way. Outside, and it's 4.
Well, guess what? You were right.
So that'll bring in Roland, and it's now 5-0. And top of the order, Jerry.
Yep, they battered around, and this will be the 10th hitter. This will be Ada Gooley. Gooley got a single in the first inning, was thrown out.
Yeah, at second base. First pitch to Gooley, high. He almost swung at that one, no check swing, and that's going to be ball 1. So still 1 out, 3 on, 5 in. Here in the bottom of the first, pitch on the way. Still a bit high, or was that a strike? That was a strike, wasn't it?
But Ada has the qualifications of a good leadoff hitter. Like I've said, she has a good eye, she's fast, and she makes a lot of contact.
Just trying to figure out what there's a ground ball right up the middle. That gets into center field. 1 run will score. And that was Plant, and coming in to score and sliding in safely is going to be Rasmussen. So 2 runs come in on that hit. It makes it 7-0. And runners are, well, actually there's runners at second and third. As Gooley's at second base now. And leads at third. And here's Cassandra. Tyler.
This is Cassandra Tyler, and she got a walk and scored the first run for the Highclimbers.
In this inning, here's pitch on the way. Ooh, just. Was that a ball? Guess that was a ball, Jerry. He's holding up his hand, but it was open, so I'm assuming that was a ball. Just missing that location by a hair, I think, at this point. Here's the next pitch on the way. That looked good. Still a little 2 inside. 2 and 2-0.
So Michaela Lee is on third, and I got Ada Gooley on second.
So only 1 out still. Pitch on the way. That one got Tyler to step back a little bit for ball 3. So
1 out.
3 balls, no strikes, 1 out, 2 on, 7 in. We're going to get another meeting in the pitching circle. And Smith goes out there to Peyton. Little Raven Oliver. Can we call her PLO? Or is that not right? That doesn't sound right. PLO? No, I can't. No. So we're going to have a little bit of a chat going on here.
Catcher's doing a good job. Done a good job behind the plate for Bremerton.
So I've got some stuff to do here now, Jerry. We'll figure this out in a minute. All right, here is the fourth ball. That again loads the bases. So the bases are now loaded again, 1 out.
Yeah, that's a 6th walk given up by Bremerton this inning.
And here's Schopenhauer.
Yeah, the shortstop. And she got on by way of a walk, and she scored the 2nd run for the Highclimbers.
The first pitch was high for ball 1. Oh, come on. Oh, boy. Now I know what's going on here. Next pitch in there. Just missed for ball 2. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Bremerton's digging themselves a hole right now.
7-0. 7 runs have come in to score here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the next pitch on the way. That's outside for ball 3. So 3-0.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm sure she's going to be taking this pitch to score another run.
Here's the next pitch on the way. There's a little fly ball coming in, and trying to get to it is Oliver. Throws it actually to first for the second out, or first home for the second out, but the bases remain loaded.
Good thinking by Oliver, the pitcher.
She tried to get to it on a little pop fly, but just went off her glove. She reached down and grabbed it and threw it home to save at least 1 run here. And that gives 2 outs.
And now up is Kaylee Ricks. And Kaylee had a 2 RBIs, a double, to bring in 2 runs in this inning.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch. And that's strike 1. 2 out, 7 in, 3 on for the Highclimbers in the bottom of the first inning. 7-0 is our score. Here's the next pitch on the way. Pop fly center field. Back on the run, and reaching up and grabbing it is going to be Robinson, and that will end the inning. But the damage sure was done, Jerry. The Highclimbers send 7 home, and they're up 7-0 after 1. We'll head to the second. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Second inning, Jerry, 7-0 Shelton.
Yeah, Wyzana Smith, the catcher, number 33, is up first here. She did a nice job defensively, I thought, for the Bremerton Knights. I do want to give a rundown on
Go ahead, Jerry.
Highclimbers. They had 7 runs on 6 walks, 3 hits, 2 people left on base.
Okay. And there's a 1 ball, and there's a little line drive that gets by Roland into left field. Smith will round first, head to second, throw into second on the cutoff from Roland, just a little bit behind. And the Knights have a leadoff double there, Jerry.
Yeah, okay.
You can correct me if I'm wrong.
You know, I'm going to go with you.
Okay.
You know, it was hard hit. She didn't have to move. That's the one criteria that would have given it an error. But I'm going to give it a double, okay?
Okay. Sounds like a good move to me, Jerry.
You are welcome.
All right, so 1 on, nobody out. And here's number 25,
Yeah.
Emily Cabada.
Yeah, the first baseman, number 25, We always like to give the girls the benefit of the doubt.
We'll go positive, no error. Just go with the double, right?
Okay, sounds good.
Instead, you know.
I think so.
Here's the first pitch to Kabata. Goes up for ball 1. Now that I got my graphics, I got to remember to do this, Jerry. All right. So 7-0, 1 on. There's a little pop fly. It's going to go right into Rick's hand for the out. Throw to second. They got her. They got her on the double up because the courtesy runner could not get back. And there's 2 away, nobody on for the Knights. Wow. I didn't see who the courtesy runner was, Jerry.
I did not either.
And fortunately, she was...
and now up is the pitcher, number 14, Peyton Little Raven Oliver.
First pitch to Little Raven Oliver. The bounce foul, or I'm sorry, up the third base line. Throw to first is high. Too high for Plant, and Little Raven Oliver makes her way sliding into second. And I guess you're going to have to give an error on Marley Graham on that throw, a little bit high. Plant couldn't get to it. Nice play, though. It was a little hard hopper that she picked up just in front of the third base
it was
bag.
Too high for the first baseman.
So 2 out, 1 on.
And now up is your left fielder, Sydney Taylor, number
13.
13.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Number 13, it's Maddie Johnson Lagaretta, the third baseman. I apologize.
No, we'll double check. I got to put my other pad off. We have a courtesy runner, number 21. I don't have a number 21, Jerry.
So Maddie's up now. 2 outs.
That's ball 1. Got too many iPads to worry about here, Jerry. Wow. Too much to deal with here. Okay, where are we? The fly ball infield, and Schuffenauer's coming in near the pitching circle to grab it on the run. So that will do it for the Knights here in the 2nd inning. Leave one out there. We head to the bottom of the frame. 7-0, Shelton. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
And now up.
Jerry, just hold on a second here. All right, go ahead, Jerry.
I'm sorry. The third baseman is now up, Marley Graham. And the first time she scored a run, and she got a single. So she's 1 for 1.
And she took a strike on the outside corner.
I should have waited for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Next pitch is popped up in foul territory, but it goes back and drops in foul. So 0-2. Is the count to Graham. We're in the bottom of the 2nd inning, 7-0. Highclimbers on top in at bat. As Marley Graham is leadoff batter for Shelton with an 0-2. Here's the pitch on the way. Boy, a little bit of off-speed stuff there. Dropped in for ball 1.
Yeah.
So
changed the speed on that a lot, didn't she?
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm thinking that might have slipped out of her hands. I don't think that's what she wanted to do. Personally, I don't know. Here's the next pitch on the way. There's a fly ball, center, shallow. No, actually, it's out there. And that was a fly ball out there by Kroll, who came in to center left for the out. So 2 down.
I think you're right because she's been consistently throwing it pretty fast. So, yeah, I think you're right.
No, on that one pitch. Here's Riley Rowland.
Yeah, she was hit by a pitch, and she scored a run, and she's our second baseman.
She'll swing at the first pitch. She'll bounce one right to the third baseman. She bobbled it, picks it up, throws it over to first base, but not in time as Rowland is safe at first. My long shot, actually.
And an error on the third baseman there.
You know, that's the cutest part of the game, Jerry, and you missed it. Little girl went out to get the bat. That was cool. Bailey Plant is the batter. 1 on, 1 out for the Highclimbers. First pitch to Plant. Swinging, that one's fouled into the dugout on the first base line there, Jerry.
Yeah, and Haley scored the 6th run for the Highclimbers. She walked in the first inning, and she was got credit for an RBI.
Rain starts to drop a little bit here. 1 on, 1 out. Here's the 0-1 to Bailey Plant. Pitch on the way. And that's going to be a ball 1. That looked like a good pitch from my angle, but home plate umpire says, no, that's a ball. And he'll correct me every time, won't he? 1 out, 1 on.
I got a little better angle here.
Yeah, well, I think you do. You would think mine would be better, but it's not. Here's the pitch on the way, and a fly ball. Out there to left field. Coming in and grabbing that one is going to be Kroll for out number 2 on the play. However, Rowland tried to take second base, a throw to second, and they got her, and that will end the inning. So we head to the third. 7-0 Shelton. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and the Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
And we're back here heading to the third inning of play. 7-0 Shelton. Jerry?
Yes, I have Bremerton with 1 error, and I also have the Highclimbers with an error. I have the Highclimbers with 3 hits, and Bremerton has 1 hit. I'm checking that again to see if I'm correct with Bremerton.
Well, looking at the game changer for Bremerton, they say that they have 2.
2 hits.
Yeah.
So they...
That's according to the game changer.
Okay.
That's their official thing. So
Let's
here
go
is
with
S.
that.
Taylor, the batter, Jerry. She takes ball 1.
And this is her first time up. She's the left fielder.
Here's the 1-0. She'll hit a fly ball that's going to drop in fair right at the first base line into left field. Ricks picks it up and motoring her way over to second base with a stand-up double is going to be Taylor. So 1 on.
Okay, and now up for Bremerton.
Number 11.
Number 11, Josiana Rasmussen Wright.
And she took a ball just inside. So 1 on. Taylor over at second base for the Knights. Here's the pitch on the way. Ground ball right up the middle. Schaffenauer will scoop it up. Throw over to first and the out over there on the play. However, Taylor makes her way to third base. And that's one away and still one on.
Nice play by Haley Schaffenauer.
And here is it Robinson, Jerry?
Yeah, yep, now
M.
is
Robinson.
M. Robinson.
Trying to figure out her
First name.
first name, and that's a strike called.
And she flew out to the shortstop back in the first.
Here's the 0-1. Little ground ball right back to Gooley. Throw home for the out there. And that'll be out number 2 on the play, however. Robinson makes it over to first base. So that'll be 2 away and 1 on.
Choice.
Yeah.
And nice play by, nice thinking by Ada Gooley to get that lead run.
To give it the base hit and not take the 1. There's a bunt up the third base line. Picking up is Graham. Graham throw to first and got her just in time, and that'll end the inning as the Knights leave one out there. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call, or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
And we head to the bottom of the third inning, 7-0 Shelton. Bremerton coming up. Jerry?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Marley Graham for Shelton, the third baseman. That was a nice throw on her part to get that runner.
Yeah, just beat her by half a step there, if not a toe.
Okay, and now up is number 2, the catcher, Liv Rasmussen. She scored the 7th run, and she walked in the first inning.
First pitch is high, ball 1. Update everything else. There we go. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a fly ball, popped up. Getting under it is going to be Turner, and that's out number 1 for the Highclimbers here in the third.
It looks like Peyton Little Raven Oliver is settling down and doing a better job. There's some confidence, get the confidence up.
Well, I'm glad that she's found a rhythm.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I really am, because she was struggling there in the first.
Michaela Lee is up the left fielder. Number 11, yeah.
Yeah, you're right, you're on it.
And she got on by way of a walk also.
She takes the ball in the first pitch. Here is the next one. Still a bit outside and high. That's ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes to Lee. 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers. They're up 7-0 here in the bottom of the third. Shows bunt, makes contact, it goes foul, so that's strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Lee. 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers in a 7-0 ball game. So Lee steps back in. Waits for the next pitch. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a fly ball that hooks foul in off the third base line, over the fence.
That was a nice line drive.
Yeah.
Well, she hit that with a little bit of authority.
Yeah. Came off that bat really fast. So 2-2 the count. 1 out, nobody on. And Lee will wait for the next pitch from Peyton Little Raven Oliver. Here's high on that pitch. And the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. that Ada Gooley on deck, Jerry?
Yes.
Okay.
Ada Gooley is on deck.
Here's the 3-2 and a line drive right back to Little Raven Oliver for out number 2, and here comes Ada Gooley.
Now, what's interesting is Ada Gooley is 2 for 2, has 2 RBIs, has a single and a double.
She'll step in, wait for the first pitch. With 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the third, 7-0 Shelton with the lead in at bat. Here's a pitch on the way. Just a bit outside for ball 1. That sun comes out and it really warms things up, Jerry.
It feels good.
It feels very good. Here is the 1-0, and the ball right up the third base line just rolls foul.
Did it hit the bag?
No.
It missed it?
It missed
just
it,
missed,
yeah.
if it hit the bag,
it would have been fair, right?
Yeah.
But it was well inside the bag, probably by 6 inches or so.
Okay. Good observation.
So the count is 1-1 to Ada Gooley, 2 out, nobody on. For Shelton, they're leading 7-0. Pitch on the way. And Ada.
I'm surprised she hit that one.
Yeah,
I'm surprised she
swings at that. Yeah, well, it's just kind of hung up there. It looked like a good target, but that's strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gooley. And his ring comes down a little harder right at the moment. Those are big drops, Jerry. When I can see them, they're big drops coming down. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch on the way. Fly ball out there to left field. It gets up to the fence. And Gooley will jog into second base.
Yeah, she's 3 for 3. Diedrich, 2 doubles and a single. Having quite a game. And pitching well, too. Now up is your center fielder, number 7, Cassandra Tyler. And Cassandra scored the first run of the ball game and has had 2 walks.
Here's a pitch on the way. Fastball in there for strike 1. So 0-1 to Tyler. 2 out, 1 on. Ada Gooley at second base. Here's the 0-1. Now it's going to be Paul 1. 1-1 the count. And Jerry Little Raven is working on their 71st pitch here.
Oh boy.
In the third inning.
Yeah.
Say Peyton Little Raven Oliver. Let's get it right. Swing and a miss on that pitch. And that's strike number 2.
That time she threw it just a little bit slower, and I think she was, Tyler was thinking it was going to be, Cassandra was thinking it was going to be a little faster. And it kind of fouled her up.
Well, that pitch was a bit high. So it's 2-2 to Tyler. Again, 2 out, 1 on for the Highclimbers. They lead 7-0 here on the Bremerton Knights. Here's a pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, and that will end the inning. So the Highclimbers leave 1 out there. They're still up 7-0 ahead to the 4th. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
And now
And we head to the fourth inning, Jerry.
sorry. Up is a shortstop, number 12, Jalea Turner. And Jalea grounded out to the second baseman back in the first.
Here's first pitch to Turner. A little high for ball one. It's 1 ball, no strikes. The leadoff batter for the Bremerton Knights, trailing this ball game by 7 runs. Here's the next pitch on the way. Still a bit high. Ball 2. 2-0. Home plate umpire is really calling it tight, Jerry. Those pitches look pretty good to me, but no. That's a good pitch for strike 1. So 2-1.
And I believe he was up at one of the umpires in the last game.
The last game, yeah.
Up in
North Mason. There's a swing and a fly ball. It's going to go over the first base dugout. The count goes even, 2-2. Is the gentleman who actually lives here in the Shelton area?
Lives just outside of Shelton.
And he works for the Bremerton Association. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, he has a little farm.
Well, I mean, he's doing a great job. I'm just saying he's
he has.
very consistent. Swing and a fly ball. That's headed to right field. And coming in to get it is Ricks, and that'll be out number 1. So 1 away for the Knights.
Okay, now up is your cleanup hitter.
Hitter.
The catcher.
Go get it right.
33.
He's trying to put too many things in his statement.
Wayzata Smith. And she was gone on by way of an error back in the second. Yes.
I'm sorry, Jerry. I'm just giving you a bad time here.
Wayzata Smith.
Here's the pitch on the way. It's low and inside for ball 1.
Well, I deserve it after that.
Well, I'm just giving you a bad time.
And she's done a great job at catching and working with the pitcher.
One of those big drops come down a little harder now. There's a swing and a line drive. It's right in center field, scooped up there by Tyler. And Smith will hold up at first base with a 1-out single.
And now up is number 25, the first baseman, Ramil Cabato. She flew out to the right fielder back in the second.
And we have a courtesy runner for Smith. And I can't see her number, Jerry. Let's see if I can track it down another way here. We'll get that name for you in a moment. Here's the first pitch. And that's going to get over the head of Rasmussen, and the runner will head to second base. That's number 14, and I still don't have her on the list, Jerry.
I don't either.
It'll come up here shortly. So runner in scoring position, pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss for strike 1 by Cabada. Still says Smith on here, but it's not Smith. The runner is number 14, or is that 24? It's hard to say. Here's a pitch on the way, and it's another swing and a foul off. Wow.
Yeah.
That was behind us, and that hit hard. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cabada.
And I don't have it here either on the scorecard.
Well, we'll have to track it down eventually here. Here's a pitch on the way. High for ball 2. 2-2 the count to Cabada. 1 out, 1 on. Runner at second base. Here's a 2-2 to Cabada. Just a bit outside, so the count goes full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cabada. Unless I was wrong. Here, pitch on the way. That's going to be a walk. So runners at first and second for the Knights.
And that is the first walk given up by Ada Gooley.
1 out, 2 on.
And now up is the pitcher, Peyton Little Raven Oliver. And she got on by way of an error in the second, so she's 0 for 1.
She hits 1. The first pitch to her out there to left field, scooped up there on the ground by Lee. Throw to third, little off target, but the bases are loaded.
So a single for Little Raven Oliver. And now up is number 13, your third baseman, Maddie Johnson Legarretto.
Legarreta.
Yeah. Thank you.
Legarreta. Legarreta. Yeah. So number 24, Jerry, just to make it, it's Leah Barber.
Oh, okay.
Just to finally figure that one out. Here's a pitch. And it's low for ball 1.
And Manny Johnson is 0 for 2.
Next pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball right back to Gooley. She'll throw it home for the out. Throw over to first as well for an out there.
Good, thank you.
And they're 1-2. Here goes. And that'll end the inning. The Knights threaten there, but leave 2. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Still 7-0. Shelton, this is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Bottom of the 4th, 7-0. Shelton on top, and the Highclimbers coming up to bat here.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and start with the Highclimbers. Leading off is the shortstop, Haley Schuffenhauer, and she had a walk in the first inning. In the second inning, she had a fielder's choice. She was involved in a fielder's choice. So she is 0 for 1.
First pitch to Schuffenhauer was a ball.
Or 0 for 2, excuse me. 0 for 2.
And Peyton Little Raven Oliver in there. Swing and a foul over our heads. Luckily there's a screen in front of us, Jerry. That would have been right in my face, actually. So it's 1-1 to Schuffenhauer.
Yeah, Bremerton had 2 hits in that last inning.
Just couldn't bring them home. Can bring them home. Here is the 1-1. That's high for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to Schuffenhauer. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be a 3-1. That's very high on that pitch, Jerry. Sun's out now. It's actually getting a little warm.
Yeah.
We'll see how long that lasts as there's more clouds off to the west. Here's a swing, and that's strike 2 called. So the count is full to Haley Schuffenhauer. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff batter for the Highclimbers here. Bottom of the 4th. Shelton up 7-0. Here's a pitch on the way. That's going to be high, and a leadoff walk for the Climbers.
And now up is your right fielder, number 20, Kaylee Ricks. And Kaylee had a double back in the first and got 2 RBIs and scored also.
And the first pitch to Ricks. Ooh.
What is interesting, though, she flew out for the 3rd out in that first inning. And so she's 1 for 2.
She took ball 1. Next pitch on the way, swing, and that one's gonna hook over the first base dugout for strike 1, so 1-1 the count. 1 on, nobody out for the Highclimbers here, bottom of the 4th inning. 7-0 ball game.
Haley Schuffenhauer on first.
Here's the 1-1. It's gonna be inside and high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
How many pitches has Little Raven thrown?
She is at 83 now, Jerry. 83.
Ooh.
Here's the next pitch on the way. There's a swing and a miss by Ricks. So 2-2 the count. Again, Haley Schuffenhauer over at first base. Nobody out for the Highclimbers. Bottom of the fourth, 7-0 is her score. And Kaylee will step in and step back out as the umpire has actually called time. Yeah, I remember him because he's got that kind of a bad leg.
Yeah,
but he gets around really well with it.
He does move well for that limitation.
Here's the next pitch on the way. That's going to be high for ball 3. So 3 balls, 2 strikes.
But you can tell he's been officiating for a long time because he's in the right position when he was out there last Friday in North Mason.
And he just basically came here recently. There's a swing and a foul over the back into the tennis courts. Those young gentlemen back there playing, not sure what they're doing in the tennis courts. Could have gotten a hit on the noggin there. They look back like, oh, maybe we should leave. All right, so 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 1 on for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the 4th inning, leading 7-0. Haley Schuffenhauer at first. Kaylee Ricks swings and misses at that pitch, and that's out number 1 for Shelton.
And that's the second strikeout for Little Raven Alviller.
And that brings up Marley Graham, playing third base. Here's first pitch to her, high, outside, ball 1.
And Marley is 1 for 2, had a single back in the first.
And that really dark cloud is starting to block the sun again, Jerry.
I don't want to hear that.
I'm just telling you what the facts. It's the facts, sir. Your pitch on the way, another high pitch. Ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. I think the ball is getting a little bit damp at this point, and painting Little Raven all over.
A little bit of rain?
Well, not at the moment,
okay.
But it could still be a bit damp. Here's the next pitch on the way. That one is a swing and a foul over our heads for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Graham. Again, Haley Schuffenhauer waiting over there at first base with 1 out. And Marley Graham will stand on the edge of the box. Now steps in. This pitch on the way. Inside and low. Ball 3, 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on. 7-0 ball game. Shelton on top in that bat. Marley Graham waits for the 3-1. Swing and a chopper right in front of the pitcher. She'll pick it up, throw over to first for the out over there on the play. Schuffenhauer makes her way to second base. So 2 away for Shelton here.
And now up is your, oh, okay, I see the
little girl.
The little bat girl, yeah, cool.
That's very cool.
Number 43, Riley Rowland, the second baseman. She was hit by a pitch in the first inning and scored a run and got on by way of an error back in the third.
That first pitch kind of rolls in to Smith, so that's ball 1 to Rowland. Again, Schuffenhauer over there at second base. 2 out for Shelton here in the bottom of the 4th in a 7-0 ball game. Highclimbers have been in front from the bottom of the 1st. Here's a pitch on the way. It's going to be ball number 2. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 out, 1 on. And here's Peyton's 93rd pitch, Jerry.
Yeah.
Still a bit high for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
There's no limitation on how many pitches they can throw.
No.
So.
But being this early in the season, I don't know if you want to overtax your pitcher.
No, no.
Pitch on the way. That's going to be strike 1 called, so 3 balls, 1 strike to Rowland, Riley Rowland.
Yeah, Riley's 0 for 1.
Quickly steps back into the box, waits for the 3-1 pitch from Little Raven Oliver. Pitch on the way, swing, and a fly ball that's going to go foul quickly. And that'll make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. You know, the sun goes behind the clouds, the wind picks up, and it's got a bite.
Now I got to put my coat back on. No, I don't.
Well, I'm going to go on to my 4th layer here soon. Here's the 3-2, right back to Little Raven Oliver to throw over to first base to Kabata, and that'll do it for the Highclimbers. They leave Schopenhauer at second base. We head to the 5th, 7-0. Shelton, it's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
We head to the 5th inning of play, and the Bremerton Knights are coming up, and I believe we're going to have a little substitution there, as heading over to first base is going to be number 5. That's Paris Mintzer.
And now up is number 2, Sydney Taylor, the left fielder. She's 1 for 1, had a double back in the 3rd inning.
And to finish my substitution report, Plant will move over to third base. Bailey Plant's at third now. And Jerry, is your phone ringing?
Yeah, I'm going to shut it off.
I was in a meeting today where it's a big deal about if your phone goes off during the meeting, you are in big trouble with the chair of the Mason County Commission, because she leaves her phone in her office during meetings.
I should too.
Well, I got my phones everywhere.
Sydney Taylor is up.
So Taylor will step in, wait for the first pitch from Ada Gooley. Just a bit inside. Didn't quite get the location she wanted. So 1 ball, no strikes to Taylor. Leadoff batter for the Knights here in the 5th inning. There's ball 2. That one a bit low as the rain picks up again.
Yeah, Ada's only had 1 walk, and she's pitched a good game so far.
Here's the next pitch on the way. That's going to be high. 3 balls to Taylor. No strikes. Leadoff batter again. 7-0. Shelton leading Bremerton at bat.
And they scored all those runs in the 1st inning.
Here is the 3-0. That's strike down the middle of the plate. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Sydney Taylor. Next pitch in the way. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Taylor. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's going to be fouled straight over the back into the tennis courts. The count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And Sydney is making Ada Gooley work.
Here is the 3-2. Strike 3 called, and 1 away for the Knights here in the 5th.
And now up is the second baseman, number 11, Josiana Rasmussen Wright. And she's 0 for 1. Grounded out to the shortstop.
Here's a pitch on the way, and it's going to be ball 1. Let's see.
That's Ada's pitch count.
I was just looking that up. 46. So about half of what Little Raven Oliver is throwing. There's a swing and a foul off. Because Little Raven was in the 90s in the last half inning. And Ada just hit, 46?
30?
40.
40. Wow,
46.
That's good.
So 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. So 1-2 the count.
Well, the thing is, she's only had thrown 1 walk.
Right. How many strikeouts, Jerry? Do you have that really handy?
Yes, I do.
Here's a pitch on the way. There's a ground ball. Is going to be foul. So that's going to be 1 and 2. If you don't have it, Jerry, that's okay. I can see if I can come up with it real quick.
I don't have any.
I have 1. I can
One,
see
yeah,
1.
1 this inning, yes. This
Here's
inning.
a pitch on the way, and that's going to be high for ball
correct.
2.
Yep.
Well, I'm not correct. I'm just looking. I'm doing my cheat stuff over here in the electronics.
I was looking at the first 4 innings. Forgot about the 5th.
So the count is 2-2. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that's strikeout number 2 for Gooley.
By the way, that's the second strikeout.
Is it though?
Yeah.
You think that's the second strikeout? The second
yeah,
out?
I think that was the second
Okay,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jerry.
Oh,
now that
you're
we're on
quite welcome.
now that we're on the right page.
Josiana Rasmussen Wright. Well, nope. We're
Ground ball right back to Gooley. Gooley scoops it up, throws it over to sorry, that's actually Mincer covering first base, and that will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the frame.
And Robinson was the one that hit that ground ball.
And we'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, 7-0, Shelton on top, and the Highclimbers coming up to bat.
Yeah, Bailey Plant, the first baseman, is up, and she is 0 for 1.
Correction.
She did get a walk.
She's playing third now.
Ah, thank you for the correction.
Sorry. She swings and lines one right into center field. She has a leadoff hit. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. A leadoff hit for the Highclimbers here in their half of the 5th.
So she's now 1 for 2. And now up is Liv Rasmussen, the catcher, and she is 0 for 1. She walked back in the first.
First pitch is high, dropped by Smith, throw to second, way off line, and Plant is sitting on second base. Thought about taking off for third on that throw, but wisely just held
Smart
off.
to wait, yeah. Yeah, Liv walked in the first and scored the 7th run.
And she is, well, her count's 1 ball and no strikes. 1 on, nobody out. Here's the pitch on the way. Just a bit high for ball 2, so 2 balls and no strikes for Rasmussen.
The pitch count must be at 100.
You were going to ask me that. 101. 101 pitches. Here's 102. It's high, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to Rasmussen. Lee on deck. Here's the next pitch. Check swing. As they take your base. So runners at first and second for the Highclimbers. Nobody out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she got it that time. Let's go.
And now up is number 11, Michaela Lee, the left fielder. And she got on by way of a walk in the first inning.
Swings in, pops one out of play off the first base line.
And she flew out to the catcher. She is 0 for 1. Michaela Lee.
So Plant at second and Rasmussen at first for the Highclimbers. And Lee is the batter. She's 0-1 on the count. Nobody out for the Highclimbers, still leading 7-0. Highclimbers haven't been able to get anybody home since the first.
I know.
Here's the 0-1 to Lee, a little high. Ball 1-1 is the count. Should have brought my hat too, Jerry.
Yeah, we didn't think the sun was going to come out right?
At all. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be ball 2, and it gets away from Smith, so the runners head to second and third, respectively.
Got 2 runners in scoring position for the Highclimbers.
And the count to Lee is 2 balls, 1 strike. So now you have Plant at third and Rasmussen at second. Nobody out for the Highclimbers here in the 5th. Here's the pitch on the way. High. Ball 3, 3 balls and 1 strike. To Lee. Next pitch on the way. It's going to be low, and that'll load the bases. Jerry. Is this Ada Gooley coming up? Should be
Yeah,
Ada.
Yeah. Ada's 3 for 3. 2 doubles and a single.
You know, if the Highclimbers can get 3 runs across home plate, then this game's over.
It is.
The 10-run rule. It's an official game right now. Here's pitch on the way, swing, and a misses. Ada was swinging for the fences there. She wanted to end it right then and there.
I think she did. Just needs to make contact. But I understand.
Yeah, she liked the pitch. She swung at it. So 0-1 to Gooley. Nobody out. 3 on. Pitch on the way. That's strike 2 called. Wow. Looked like the same pitch as last time, too. Maybe a bit lower. But no balls, 2 strikes. 3 on, nobody out for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading 7-0. Here's the pitch on the way. That's going to be high for ball 1.
Good eye.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And everybody waits for the next pitch from Little Raven Oliver. There's a round ball is going to be foul. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ada Gooley. Again, you have runners at first, second, and third. And it's Plant at third, Rasmussen at second, and Lee at first.
And Ada has hit the ball well all 3 times up.
Nobody out. Gooley waits for the 1-2 from Little Raven Oliver. Here it comes. That's, oh my goodness, she dropped the 3rd strike. And there's going to be an out there.
It looked like she ticked it a little bit.
Well, it was a dropped 3rd strike, so that's out number 1.
Yeah.
Gooley had nowhere to go. So, and here's Cassandra Tyler coming up.
Yeah, Cassandra has is 0 for 1, 2 walks and a strikeout.
And the bases are loaded, 1 out now for the Highclimbers. Here's a pitch on the way. Strike. So 0-1. is the count to Tyler. Schuffenauer on deck. Saw her dad was in the crowd, Jerry. Here's a pitch on the way. It's going to be outside and ball 1-1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 3 on for the High Climbers here in the bottom of the 5th, leading 7-0. Again, Lee at first, Rasmussen at second, Plant at third for Shelton. Pitch on the way, and that one hit the bat, goes foul. She didn't even really swing at that, Jerry. She just kind of turned her body and it smacked the bat. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tyler. Yeah, I should have brought my hat, Jerry. I dip my head down, I get sun. Here's a pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And that's out number 2. So here comes Schuffenauer up.
Yep, and Haley has 2 walks, scored the second run, and she is 0 for 1.
So 2 out and 3 on for the High Climbers here in the bottom of the 5th, leading 7-0. First pitch to Schuffenauer. Swing, and that one is popped out of play over everybody's head for strike 1. Looks like Haley wants to end it here, too. Skin the bases are loaded. 2 out. And an 0-1 to Haley Schuffenauer. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a line drive right up the middle. 1 run is going to come in and score. And the runners will hold. So that makes it, nope, here comes Rasmussen. Is it Rasmussen? Came in?
And
yeah, for 2 runs that come in, and that makes it 9-0.
Yeah. Bailey Plant came in, like you said. Liv Rasmussen also came in. And Michaela is on third. And Haley is on second. Yeah.
Right. And the batter now is Ricks. Takes the first pitch, it's high, ball 1.
And she had a double in the first inning, 2 RBIs, and she is 1 for 3.
So 2 on, 2 out, 1 in for the High Climbers here in the bottom. I'm sorry, 2 in for the High Climbers in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the way and a fly ball. That is playable. Oh, just off the glove of Kabata.
Nice try by her.
Nice try. She was a little worried about that fence.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
And she should be, but she nice try.
Yeah. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Ricks. 2 runners on, second and third. They're in scoring position. Here's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kaylee Ricks. Again, 2 runners on base, 2 out. There's a swing or a pitch that just kind of, I mean, that thing, I don't know what kind of pitch that was, Jerry, but it died before it got into the batter. I don't know what kind of spin she put on that ball.
Yeah.
2-2 the count, 2 out, 2 on, 2 in. Oh, wow, there's my 2s.
A lot of 2s.
Bottom of the 5th inning, there's a check swing, and that will do it for the Climbers here in their half of the 5th, but they add 2. They now lead 9-0. We head to the 6th. Bremerton coming up. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
The 6th inning we go, Jerry. 9-0 Shelton with the lead, and coming up is Bremerton.
Yeah, it's Cameron Kroll. And Cameron is 0 for 2 in the ball game.
Here's the first pitch to Kroll. Takes ball 1.
In the bottom of the 5th, the Highclimbers had 2 runs on 2 hits, 3 walks.
Ground ball up the third baseline. Scooped up there by Plant. One hands it and throws it over to first. And she is actually safe there.
Yeah.
So there's 1 on for the Knights.
So give her a single.
Just beat out the throw.
And now up is number 12, Jalea Turner, the shortstop. And she is 0 for 2.
First pitch is a swung on and fly ball that bounces into the to Ricks in the right field, and throw to second is way late, and there's runners at first and second for the Knights.
Yeah, so 2 singles in a row, and now up is your catcher, the cleanup hitter, and her name is Azana Smith. And Azana is 1 for 2, had a single back in the 4th.
So 2 on, nobody out for the Knights here. Kroll over at second, Turner at first. First pitch to Smith is high for ball 1. Nobody out for the Knights. Here's a pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball right to first base. Mitzer steps on the bag for 1 out, and the runners do advance to second and third now. But Smith did her job, got him down there. So 1 down. First pitch, and it's a foul straight back. This is Kabata.
And Ramil is 0 for 1, had a walk back in the 4th.
So 1 out, 2 on. 2 runners in scoring position for the Knights, and the count is 0-1. Pitch on the way to Kabata. She hits a little ground ball. Schopenhauer scoops it up, throws it over to first for the out. There, a run does come in and score. And runner actually makes his way over to third base as well. So 1 in for the Knights.
Yeah, and Cameron Kroll is the one that scored.
So that's a 2 away for Bremerton here.
That was a nice play by Schopenhauer.
Throw over to first for the outs, concede the run. Little Raven Oliver, the batter, she takes strike 1.
Yeah, she's 1 for 2, had a single back in the 4th.
So 1 in now for Bremerton. Top of the 6th inning. It is 9-1. 2 down, 1 on. Here's a pitch on the way. High ball 1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Turner's over there at third base. Pitch on the way to Little Raven Oliver. She'll pop one up to center field. Coming in and getting it is Tyler. And that'll do it for the Knights here in the 6th inning to play. They get 1. They leave 1. We head to the bottom of the frame. Shelton 9, Bremerton 1. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a down line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, 9-1. Shelton with the lead, and the Highclimbers coming up. Looks like it's going to be number 5, Jerry.
Yeah, we got a substitute for Marley.
Yeah, it's a Paris Mincer playing first base. It's her first time up. She was 0 for 1 against North Mason on Friday. She'll lead things off for the Highclimbers. Little Raven Oliver still in the pitching circle for the Knights.
What's she up to, about 112?
She is at 124 pitches, Jerry.
Wow. Okay. So, Paris Mincer stepping in.
And there's going to be an 18 for 11, Jerry. Did you hear that?
Yep, I heard that.
Okay. So 18 is, I don't have an 18, Jerry.
So, yeah,
Given
been going in at left field.
Yeah. Well, right now, the batter is Mincer. And she's going to wait for the first pitch from Little Raven Oliver. It's low for ball 1. A lot of chatter coming out of that Highclimber dugout. It's not really a dugout, but that's what they call them, right, Jerry?
Yep.
Looks like some activity in the bullpen for Bremerton, Jerry.
Yeah, I think so, with 124 pitches.
Pitch on the way, a swing and miss by Mincer for strike 1. So 1-1 is the count.
Especially being the first game of the season. That's a lot of pitches.
Here's a pitch on the way and a fly ball, center field, shallow. Actually, going to go out and grab it is Turner. And that's 1 down for Shelton here.
Oh, and she goes out and gets the bat.
Yay. So here's Sadie Makowitz, Jerry. First time that we've seen her play this season, number 21.
21, yeah, she's for Riley. And so that would be Sadie Makowitz. Yeah.
Not play against North Mason, and first pitch to her is high for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to Makowitz.
And I'm assuming that she's going to go in at second base.
Possibly. We'll see. Here's
see,
a pitch
yeah.
on the way. Swing and a fly ball. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Makowitz is on first base. And here comes Bailey Plant.
And now up is number 33, Bailey Plant, who's playing third base. And she was hit by a pitch in the first inning. She is 0 for 1 for 2, excuse me. 1 for 2, had a single in the last inning and scored.
Here's the first pitch to Plant. Throw to first, and that's offline, so Makowitz is going to make her way to second. Can she beat the throw there? Yes, she can. So Sadie is in scoring position for the Highclimbers here. Looking to get her home here. 1 out, 1 on.
And the Highclimbers need 2 runs.
Yeah. To end the game here, the 10-run rule. Takes a ground ball and hits it back to the pitcher. Swing and throw it over to first base for the out there. Makowitz makes her way to third base now. So that's a 2 down for Shelton and 1 on.
I will say this about Peyton, Little Raven Oliver. She plays that position well at pitcher. Does a nice job on that.
Oh, look who's coming up, Jerry. Number 15, Ashley Herman-Hildo.
Okay.
She played in the scrimmages. She was 1 for 1 with 3 RBIs, a walk-in, scored a run against Olympia on the 12th of March.
And we enjoyed watching her playing basketball.
Let's see how she can do here on the softball field. 9-1 is her score. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2 out for the Highclimbers. Sadie Makowitz over at third base for Shelton. And here's Herman-Hildo. Ashley. Standing kind of back in the box. Waits for the first pitch from Peyton Little River Raven Oliver. Inside on that pitch for ball 1. So 1 balls, no strikes. 1 on and 2 out for the Highclimbers. Here's a pitch on the way, and that's going to be ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 2. Herman Hildo.
Yeah, Sadie Makowitz is on third.
Here's a pitch on the way, and that's going to be ball number 3. So 3 balls and no strikes to Herman Hildo. Again, 2 out and 1 on. 9-1 ball game. Bottom of the 6th inning. Shelton with the lead and at bat. Here's a pitch on the way. That's going to be strike 1 called. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Ashley Herman Hildo.
And she should probably be swinging away if it's close.
Pitch on the way. It's going to be a walk. So Herman Hildo heads to first base, and the Highclimbers have runners at the corners with 2 out. And here is
Michaela Lee, the left fielder, number 11. And she has gone on twice by way of a walk and has scored once.
First pitch to her. Throw to, a fake throw to first base, but that was a strike called to Lee. So 0-1 is the count to Lee. Top of the order, should Lee reach, is on deck. Let's say to Gooley. Here's a pitch on the way, and there's a fly ball. Trying to get to it. What a diving catch out there by Turner, and that'll end the inning. Highclimbers, well, they leave 2. We head to the top of the 7th, 9-1. Shelton on top. Bremerton coming up. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Top of the 7th, Jerry. 9-1, Shelton on top. Bremerton coming up. And it looks like number 10, if I've got this right, is it Davis? Kaya Davis going to lead things off for the Knights. They're down to their last 3 outs here. They're trailing by 8 runs. Here's the first pitch from Gooley. It's a strike called.
Yeah, this is her first appearance.
Yeah, let's see what we have. Don't have any information on where she would be playing should they get there. There's a fly ball, center field, on the run. Just drops into center right. Tyler couldn't get to it, and then, boy, oh boy, she's going for 3. Throw to third. She's out trying to stretch it into a triple. There was
surprised
Davis.
that she ran to third on that. That was a nice hit.
Just couldn't leg it out. Almost, and a good cutoff throw to third. So there's 1 away for the Knights.
And now up, we got a new...
Sydney Tyler, isn't it?
Yeah,
Number 2.
Sydney Taylor.
Taylor, excuse me.
Yeah, left fielder.
There's a foul off the foot of Taylor. Ouch, that hurts.
Now, Sydney had a double back in the 3rd, and she is 1 for 2.
So here's the 0-1 to Taylor. There's a fly ball hooking foul at the first base line. 0-2 the count. to Taylor. 1 out, nobody on for the Knights. Top of the 7th inning, 9-1 is our score. Shelton on top, Bremerton. At bat, trying to, well, they need some base runners out there, Jerry. They want to extend this game. Because we're in the top of the 7th inning, they're down 8 runs. So the 0-2, it's going to be ball 1 ball and 2 strikes to Taylor. Pitch on the way, swing, and that one's fouled over the backstop. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Taylor. 1 out, nobody on for the Knights. Ada Gouey with 68 pitches, Jerry.
That's
about right, right?
That's good, yeah. That's really good.
Next pitch on the way, that's going to be low for ball 2, so the count goes even to 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on for Bremerton. Trailing in this game 9-1. We're in the top of the 7th. Pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. That came in there as a floater, Jerry, and that's out number 2. So number 18, Jerry.
Okay.
I have it down here as Ellie McCrimmon. Pitch on the way, swinging that one is fouled off the helmet of Rasmussen. Glad to have those helmets on, I'm sure.
Yeah, the third baseman, the first baseman, the pitcher, and the catcher are all required, I believe, to have a mask. If not, they should.
Well, we saw the reason why right there. So, 0-1. Here is a pitch on the way. Swinging that one's fouled off, out of play. So 0-2. I'm sorry, this is, what number is this? 18, that's right. I lost count here. Ellie McCrimmon is at bat. She is 0-2. Here's the next pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, and that is that. So 1, 2, 3 go the Knights here in the top of the 7th for their first win of the season. We will take a quick timeout. We'll have some totals for you. We come back. Shelton 9, Bremerton 1. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health. Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. don't remove trees or limbs near a down line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a down line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Well, it's a final here at, oops, hit the wrong button. There we go, let's try that one. Okay. 9-1 our final here as the Shelton Lady Highclimbers beat the Bremerton Lady Knights and pick up their first win of the season here by that final score of 9-1. Jerry's still doing some totaling, or I could just cheat here, Jerry. What do you got here?
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, let's go with some totals.
I'm going to go with Shelton first because I do have their totals.
Okay.
They had 9 runs on 8 hits. The leading hitter for the Highclimbers was Ada Gooley. She was 3 for 4, had 2 doubles and a single. Haley Schopenhauer had a double. Kaylee Ricks had a double. Marley Gooley was 1 for 3, had a single. Riley Rowland was 1 for 3, and she had a single. And Bailey Plant was 1 for 2, and she had a single. So that adds up to 8 hits in my book.
Okay.
The thing that really hurt Bremerton, and Bremerton, like I said, did have 8 hits, had 1 run, but the thing is they had a lot of walks, and I think they had about 8 walks. So I'm going to check that out again here.
10, Jerry.
10, yeah, let me see.
10 walks for Little Raven Oliver. RBIs wise.
6, 7. Yeah, I have 9.
Okay.
But, okay, you're right.
Yeah, RBI wise for the Highclimbers. Let's see here. Schopenhauer had 2 RBIs. Ricks had 2. 1 for Plant, 1 for Rasmussen, 1 for Lee, and 2 for Gooley. So that's pretty good for the Knights. Their leading hitter, let's see here. Smith was 2 for 3. Cabana got an RBI. Gooley went the distance for the Highclimbers. 1 earned run, 3 on 7 hits.
You got 7, okay.
Yeah, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Little Raven Oliver took the loss going, let's see here. She went 7 innings. Is that right? Yeah. No, she only went 6 innings. 9 earned runs on 8 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 10 walks for the Knights. Okay.
Well, Ada Gooley sure had a nice game for the Highclimbers, getting 3 hits. That's amazing. That's great. And pitched pretty well.
Yeah. Okay, so next up for the Highclimbers, they travel to Silverdale to take on Olympic at the Kitsap County Fairgrounds. The Knights hold their home opener Thursday against North Kitsap. Actually, that game in Silverdale, is that Thursday or Wednesday? I think that might be Wednesday. I didn't put that in here for some reason. Our next broadcast is Wednesday when the North Mason baseball team hosts Port Angeles, weather permitting. Our next broadcast for Shelton is Friday when the Lady Highclimbers host River Ridge on this field at 4 o'clock. Anything else to add there, Jerry?
No. It was a good game for the Highclimbers. Real pleased with their effort tonight. How many errors did they have?
Only 1 for the Highclimbers, 2 for the Knights.
Okay, that sounds about
by
right.
The official Game Changer app.
I felt that the cleanup hitter for Bremerton did a nice job defensively, and also had a hit, and that was Wyzana Smith. I'd like to give her credit for a good job behind the plate.
Yeah, she really worked hard, keeping
did.
control of those pitches. All right, Jerry.
Thank you.
I want to thank Jerry Apple for his help with today's broadcast. I want to also thank my wife for running my iPads out so I have some more impressive stuff to pass along to everybody. And the final score again, Shelton 9, Bremerton 1. We'll talk to you Wednesday, weather permitting. You have been watching the high school sports on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The preceding presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.